Hey, storm's rolling in. I want to give you a quick message to follow up on my video about not misplacing your hope. When you're in a power imbalance relationship and somebody's on the superior spectrum and they're devaluing you and they're trying to make you feel inferior, and you're the people pleaser and you're trying to accommodate their emotional needs, you're the giver and you're ruminating and you're hypervigilant trying to take care of them to avoid the punishments they might deal out. I want you to understand that there is a point on the spectrum of severity where this other person on the superior continuum is not going to be receptive to collaborating with you and making you an emotional equal. It's an unquenchable thirst that they have to diminish somebody, and their ego is very hungry to feel important and relevant, and they're going to do that at your expense. They don't have a relationship with themselves. They don't have the ability to self-soothe. They don't have the ability to reflect and have self-awareness, and they're not going to grow, because what they're going to do is they're going to blame and shame you, and if you don't cooperate with that, they have to stick to that belief system that they have. The problem is you, and they're just going to discard you and find somebody else, or they're going to destroy you first so that you destroy yourself, and then they're going to discard you. Okay, so they are not going to have a lot of remorse or self-awareness about why they were the part of the problem. Okay, so some of us had to learn this the hard way. I'm trying to protect you from hitting a rock bottom and having the ego death before you hit a rock bottom. Okay, so I would like to share some information with you. This book was really helpful, and I think Why Does He Do That by Lundy Bancroft was an incredible book, and it's a page turner. Read it with a highlighter. You will love it. And, it's an informational book, but it's one of the most interesting ones I've ever read. And what that highlights for you is the difference between a kitty cat and a tiger. So when you have someone who's severe down the superiority spectrum, they are like a tiger. They have no loyalty to you. They're going to be happy with you as long as their needs are being met, as long as they're on a pedestal, and as long as you're supporting their identity of superiority. But as soon as your identity needs to be fit in there somewhere as an equal and your feelings need to be validated, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear excuses. They don't want you to plead. You'll be talking yourself blue in the face. And I think a lot of therapists who have not been in a trauma bond might not realize this. And I know when I first began my career as a counselor, I did not know about this. I thought everybody was equal and collaborative and wanted to fix the problem. They come to therapy and they're all going to be willing to take feedback and grow from their mistakes. That is not true. The tiger versus the kitty cat, right, is going to be happy with you as long as its needs are getting met, and if those needs aren't being met, it will rip your throat out. It will destroy you. These people will destroy you or lead you to destroy yourself. Okay, so if you get into survival mode and you start losing your objectivity and you start making decisions that are self-destructive, you start thinking crazy, and you need their validation so bad that if you can't get it, you really start getting reactive. I really hope that you'll stick with me. I hope you'll read this book. I hope you'll go no contact with those people for a little while until you can regain your ability to think clearly about what your relationship with yourself is and how that plays into the situation that you're in. Okay, so if any of this pertains to you, if you've read the book, please encourage other people in the comments. Tell us what you thought about it. And if you've escaped the trauma bond, please encourage people in the comments. And we're going to get out of this together. Okay, we're going to stick together and we're going to heal the world and make it a better place by overcoming some of the barriers that are preventing it from being this great place that we all want it to be. Okay, see you soon.